Welcome to Kaumudy Global. Afghanistan's Taliban rulers have banned university education for women nationwide, provoking condemnation from the United States and the United Nations over another assault on human rights. Despite promising a softer rule when they seized power last year, the Taliban have ratcheted up restrictions on all aspects of women's lives, ignoring international outrage. You all are informed to immediately implement the mentioned order of suspending education of females under further notice, Minister for Higher Education Neda Mohammad Nadeem said in a letter issued to all government and private universities. The spokesman for the ministry, Ziaul Hashimi, who tweeted the letter, later confirmed the order in a text message. The ban on higher education comes less than 3 months after thousands of girls and women sat for university entrance exams across the country, with many aspiring to choose teaching and medicine as future careers. The universities are currently on winter break and due to reopen in March. After the takeover of the country by the Taliban, universities were forced to implement new rules, including gender-segregated classrooms and entrances, while women were only permitted to be taught by women professors or old men. Most teenage girls across the country have already been banned from secondary school education, severely limiting university intake. Journalism student Medina struggled to comprehend the weight of Tuesday's order. I have nothing to say. Not only me, but all my friends have no words to express our feelings, the 18-year-old from Kabul told. Everyone is thinking about the unknown future ahead of them. They buried our dreams, she said. The country was returning to dark days, added a medical student. When we were hoping to make progress, they are removing us from the society, the 26-year-old said. Washington condemned the decision strongly. The Taliban cannot expect to be a legitimate member of the international community until they respect the rights of all in Afghanistan. This decision will come with consequences for the Taliban, Secretary of State Antony Blinken said in a statement. No country can thrive when half of its population is held back. The Taliban adheres to an austere version of Islam with movements against modern education, especially for girls and women. But they are at odds with many officials in Kabul and among their rank and life who had hoped girls would be allowed to continue learning following the takeover. There are serious differences in the Taliban ranks on girls' education, and the latest decision will increase these differences, a Taliban commander based in northwest Pakistan told. The Taliban had in March blocked girls from returning to secondary schools on the morning they were supposed to reopen. Several Taliban officials say the secondary education ban is only temporary, but they have also wheeled out a litany of excuses for the closure, from lack of funds to the time needed to remodel the syllabus along Islamic lines. Since the ban, many teenage girls have been married off early, often to much older men of their father's choice. Several families said that coupled with economics pressure, the school ban meant that securing their daughter's future through marriage was better than them sitting idle at home. Women have also been pushed out of many government jobs or are being paid a slashed salary to stay at home. They are also barred from traveling without a male relative and must cover up outside of the home, ideally with a burqa. In November, they were prohibited from going to parks, fun fairs, gyms, and public baths. The international community has made the right to education for all women a sticking point in negotiations over aid and recognition of the Taliban regime. However, Pakistan, Afghanistan's neighbor, said on Tuesday that engagement with the Taliban was still the best path forward. In the 20 years between Taliban's two reigns, girls were allowed to go to school and women were able to seek employment in all sectors, though the country remained socially conservative. The authorities have also returned to public flogging and executions of men and women in recent weeks as they implement an extreme interpretation of Islamic Sharia law. This is Anjana signing off. Do like and share this video. For further updates, subscribe to Kaumudy Global. You may also send in your news and feedback to kaumudyglobal@gmail.com.